how did they pick up steam in that third quarter?
Well, they came out ultra aggressive. They had momentum a little bit in the second, going into the half. They came out as the aggressor, attacking the paint. Obviously, we struggled to score. That showed probably the second half of the third quarter. But we let that ball stick too much. One pass, no pass, possessions. It's a tough way to play against a quality defensive team.
Wes, I know the idea with Porzingis was just kind of to see what you guys have, see where he's at. But how much do you miss a scoring presence like him after you've had, 20-point night plus for him?
I mean, it's just tough. I mean, it's been a handful of games, so he's still trying to work his way through it. He's going to have some big nights, and he's going to struggle at times, just like everybody else. But he'll find that level of consistency. At some point, it will even out. He's too good of a player. So I think it's just a small hiccup, but I think he'll bounce back.
How do you evaluate him tonight going up against LeBron starting?
It's a tough matchup for anybody. Obviously, he wasn't the primary defender, but if guys big night like that, everyone has to own it. It's not just on his matchup. But with Brown like that, guy like with his skill set, really play make pass at center, it's tough for any team.
What was the thought between just starting him out against him instead of putting size in front of his face when he
was on Johnson.
Yeah,
that was his matchup. But
oh, I'm sorry, just starting him at center over.
I mean, it's just can't control who they're going to play. It's just we got to find the best matchup for our guys. It's tough some nights, but I think we did a decent job for the most part handling some of the situations. LeBron made some tough shots, made some deep threes, 3 for 4 in the first half. So now he's shooting into a big basket. He's a tough out. We send multiple bodies at him. He's going to make the right play. He can go downhill at anytime he wants. So we've seen that before. I've seen it before. Once he gets going, it's really tough to shut him down.
Is there anything that, in retrospect, you guys could have done to try to arrest that 12-point consecutive stretch that he had?
Well, I mean, the deep three, that's hard to guard. But obviously the transition, take those easy ones away. I think that's control. On the other end, we have to be more efficient on the offense. So now when that ball goes in, we have a chance to set our defense. If we're always on our heels, against this group, we're in for a tough night.
Do you feel like your guys handled the disappointments of what they felt like with missed calls or bad calls well, or did that contribute to?
I mean, maybe to a small degree, but we've had frustrating nights like that before. I thought we were able to recenter ourselves and get away from that. But I thought we got a little out of character collectively, offensively. We stopped moving the ball, stopped sharing it, stopped playing the second and third side a bit, and that allows a good defensive team to kind of lock in. So I thought that was a big problem for us in the second half.
Wes, this kind of time dwindles, and you guys obviously are still shooting for the plan and everything. I guess, how do you keep you guys focused from slipping from saying we might not have make enough time, all that kind of stuff?
I mean, it is what it is, but we just have to find a way to worry about what's in front of us. You can't worry about things you can't control. So focus. Didn't do a good job tonight, mainly in the second half, but a chance to get them all. We can't dwell on it too long, let it affect tomorrow. Because each game at this point we have to find ways to continue to get better.
How did you feel that Kyle and KCP handled their return?
It's a tough one. I think it's very difficult to put myself in their situation, but I understand that it's a challenge. They're going to come out trying to give their best effort. I thought they did that. We have to do a better job collectively, especially on the offensive end, but I think they handled that whole thing pretty well.
Chase.
Hey, Wes, was there something that they did to limit Rui in the second half after the strong start that he had?
Nothing schematically that I could tell. I mean, they just got a little bit more aggressive on both ends. We talked about that first time out. They were the more aggressive team. Pushed us off our spots, got into us. Offensively, they played downhill.
And what did you see from Corey Kispert tonight? He had a career high 5 threes.
Well, he shot the ball well. I mean, he's very, decisive. Got open looks, shot ready, stepped into it. He's a great shooter. Shooting with confidence. It's a good sign. So hopefully it continues.
Zach.
Hey, Coach, I was just wondering what you thought of Rui's night defensively tonight.
Overall, solid. LeBron is a tough out. He saw multiple looks. Rui had his chance. Kyle, obviously, we did a lot of switching with our larger guys, just to try to keep him in front. He made some tough shots, tough turnarounds in the post, pull-up jump shots. Most nights you're willing to say, okay, we can live with that as long as it's not at the rim. But when they go in, it's deflating. It's tough. It's tough to take everything away from a exceptionally talented player like that.
Last question, Neil.
Hey, Coach, not necessarily just tonight, but it seems like opponents in general are kind of hunting Raul a little bit. When you guys are on defense, you've talked about size on the ball previously. Are you close to considering a potential starting change?
Not this time, no. There's other things we tried to show, try to minimize, that exposure. But, late in the game, they're going to search it out. And I think at times, Raul's done a really good job of fighting those guys. They try to walk them down, fronts, and gives terrific effort. And there's got to be help behind him. So it's just not on him. But I think he also gives us, an opportunity to stay organized offensively.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, that's it. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Russ.
Good night.
It wasn't the scoring night that you've had the past 2 games. You had 14 rebounds. Do you view tonight kind of as a step forward, either in your level of comfort or your play or anything like that?
I would just say another day of, another day of season, because there's ups and downs always. You have great games, then you have not so good ones. But I think the bigger problem is we allow them too many easy ones, too many back cuts, too many kind of played in their game. They're a little bit, at least in the beginning, I felt like they're a little chaotic the way they switch and don't switch, and they feel like they don't know what they're doing on defense. So we kind of played it to their game and start kind of playing the same way a little bit. So I think we should have stayed more disciplined with what we have to do, and then once you get up like Brown's exceptional tonight, it's hard to stop him. Even at his age, he's still capable of doing incredible things like that. So once he got going, it's really hard for us to stop anything that he was doing. But yeah, I think we got a little bit lazy with our execution, and it's on us, on the players. Coaches are giving us the answers. We just got to execute it better. We have the weak side help us to be details that we have to clean up, and starting with myself. So there's definitely work for us to do going forward.
Kind of seen the good time with Indiana, the game at home, and everything like that. What do you think once you get acclimated, you could mean to this franchise?
Honestly, I always believe in myself, and I believe in my skill set and what I'm capable of. My main thing is staying healthy, having my body right, and if my body's right, then my game feels almost. It just happens. I don't have to force anything. I don't have to do anything extra, and I'm capable of doing many things out there on both ends. So I focus on that. I focus on daily work, and at the end, I can sleep at night with the result. Because that work that I put in gives me the confidence, and good or bad, I'm okay with it. Because I knew I did all the things prior to the result. That's how I try to have a clear mind, and then bad night tonight, on to the next one.
Did you try to get them to let you play tomorrow?
Yes, of course, but I have to, be smart and listen to people that are looking out for our best interest always. For me to stay healthy. So, and yeah, they have to listen to that.
Where do you think the team's ball movement went in the second half? Because that's been such a strength of the entire team the last couple weeks.
Sometimes it's like a chain reaction. We get a little bit lazy on the defensive end, and then we try to fix it quick. Like, first one to touch the ball is trying to make it, score. And a couple times you can get by doing that, but what we should have done is make them work on defensive end also, get them tired, and kind of a lot of times bail them out by taking quick shots or just forcing things that we need to force really. And then they made us pay for that. Experienced team. So I think we got to go back to playing with like a clear spirit, and just making that extra pass for your teammate, making the next play, the right play, and then the result.
I know you guys always want to win every game, all 82, but how much more do you guys try to or hope to push it over the top four, Kuzma and Caldwell Pope?
Push it over the top.
To win tonight, to try to get them winning a game that was so important.
Yeah, that was their first home game back, correct? Yeah. So of course it's for those guys important, and it's always fun to play in the big arena, the Staples Center, the MSG. It's always a bigger stage and it's more fun, and the crowd was into it. So it's things, it's things we should have got this one definitely. After the first half, I think we also kind of got this a little bit like the overconfidence that we're going to take care of business. We were up 7, felt like the momentum was on our side. Come out in the second half, and it didn't go our way the way we planned. So another learning lesson for us.
Neil?
Hey, KP, just these 3 games that you've been back, you had a couple more minutes today than the first couple. Just how do you feel physically so far?
Good. I want to play more, but I have to build my way up. I felt I was a bit slow on my feet today on the defensive end, and that's something I can't allow to happen. I want to spring in my feet and be able to get on time everywhere where I need to be. So, and of course, I want to play and have longer stretches of playing. Sometimes it kind of creeps in your mind, and you want to force some things out there just because I might be coming out in a couple of minutes, So just to have that calmness and knowing that I'm gonna get there. I just need to stay focused and play the right way.
Thanks, KP. Safe travels.
Thank you very much.
All right, KP, I think that's it. Appreciate you.
They'd hit the short roll. We were kind of empty, giving them some threes, and a lot of back cuts. Just a lot of the little things that we could have controlled that were very important because outside of Ron, they struggled to score at half court with guard as well. So it's just a lesson, and we got those guys in 9 days maybe. So just learn from it, watch the film, and try to get back at it in a couple of days.
It's obviously such a tough environment, but what kept you guys from kind of matching their level when they raised it in the second half?
We just had a lot of mental errors. I think that was the biggest thing. It got a little rowdy in there, and you can expect that. Obviously, LJ had a big game, and the crowd was feeding off that. We can't let that deteriorate us. We got to be able to stay calm and collected, and just don't get too high. Just do that tonight.
How has KP done in his 3 games with you? How can you evaluate his play and his fit so far?
He's been good, but at the same time, we just got to keep figuring out the continuity aspect. If we're going to post him, we have to understand the right spacing. because we haven't really posted all year. I just started posting up. KP obviously coming here, started posting up. So, we just got to figure out the little nuances, the game within the game, especially when he's out there because he's so dynamic. And we got to give him some space to operate and continue to put him in best situations.
What did the reception you received mean to you?
It means I got a legacy here. At the end of the day, it's the team that drafted me. Spent 4 years here. Laker Nation and being Lakers, forever in my heart. We won a championship here. We did a lot of great things. I established myself, and just really, really cool. I'm just a kid from Flint, Michigan. At the end of the day, I always think about that. Being from a small town, coming to LA, and just making some noise. It's American dream, honestly, for me. So I love to hear. I'm glad to hear, and for the fans to be so receptive of me. So.
Oh, what? Yeah, watched it. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, just a little bit. It's kind of tough to watch because I'm trying to focus on the game. But I watched as much as I could. So. Oh yeah, Brown, man, that's my brother. I wish we would have got more one-on-ones. He's calling for switches a lot, but nah, man, I've learned so much from him. He's really a big brother, a mentor to me, and I don't know how I got stuck with him as a mentor. It's crazy. Like I said, being from Flint, small town, not supposed to be in the NBA. Good friends with Bron, he's a mentor. Anytime I need a resource, he's here. So it's an amazing feeling, honestly. Say it again. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Here and there, for sure.
Neil.
Kuz, the few times that you were matched up on Braun, he had the one fadeaway against you. He might have said something, you kind of smiled back. Is that sometimes you just chalk it up to, okay, well, that's his greatness?
That was a tough ass shot. And he only winked at me because I hit the step back three and winked at him. So he just was like right back at you. But he's a great player. I knew that shot was coming. And, he's the type of player, one of the greatest of all time. So good D, better O. But that's what he does. He has tough shots, fadeaways. That's what he does.
Thanks, Kuz. Safe travels.
All right, Kuz, that's it for tonight. Appreciate you.